Hi, everybody. I felt very strongly that I wanted to be with all of you for today's meditation. You can't hear me?
We can hear you.
Felt it very strongly that after everything that had gone on this weekend, that it was really important for us to be together. And we were together in the Hasidic Masters class that I just finished with our regular team. And I know that here in our meditation space, it would be likely that there would be some people here for the first time, and indeed there are. And so I just want to welcome all of you and apologize for being a little bit late. My entire family is home. One of my children has COVID, and everybody's remotely on school, and so there's literally not much I can do to control the environment that I'm in right now, but that is as it is. And I think that this last weekend also told us quite a bit about that more broadly, about how tenuous some of the things that we depend upon are, and that doesn't absolve us of the responsibility to strengthen them and to make things as safe and secure as we possibly can make them in all of our sanctuaries and all of our spaces and homes. And life has a lot of indeterminacy already built into it. And so I'm going to ask, because of the nature of what's happening here in my house, I'm going to ask if the director of the yeshiva, if Sarah, if you could lead the group in the meditation today. And I hope that I'll be back with all of you tomorrow. And I just want to thank this incredible community for its remarkable resilience and courage and love, fierce love. I think there's a fiercely loving community. And so if you're here for the first time, welcome to our fiercely loving community. We are so happy you're here. If you're on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you might be, you're here in the Zoom room as we prepare for our meditation practice.
Taking a moment for those words to sink in, our connection, our familiarity with our teacher, and now the space we are in together. Now taking an extra moment to check in with our posture. We are preparing to sit. If you're like me, sometimes it's 2 p.m. and you've been already sitting a lot. Maybe you haven't even gone outside today. It's chilly in this part of the country, in New York City. And yet we're giving ourselves an opportunity to pay attention, to be present, just honoring this moment and this moment and this moment. And I'll also invite, if you have been sitting a lot today and you want to try doing a standing practice, that's an option always. Standing with your feet shoulder width apart and just relaxing into the pose. Whatever the pose is, we're going to sit into that pose. And I want to invite folks into the practice of a maple tree. Why a maple tree? We just had the holiday of Tu B'Shvat, the 15th of the month of Shvat. And this is a time you might think is a very silly time to be focusing on fruit and nuts, especially in this part of the world. And yet we're actually, and the Kabbalists teach us, we're actually eating and praying over fruit and nuts from trees in order to make the divine Shefa flow so that we can access the ripening in their time. And so we're doing the work, we're doing this inner work, as below, so above, as above, so below. We're doing this inner work in order to prepare for something that is months away. You might not even see that the work needs to be done, and yet we've come here today to do this work together. So taking a moment to honor that. And so as a maple tree, we take a moment, and I'll give you this as an image that you might choose. In a minute, I will ring the bell for our silence. And the opportunity for us to imagine the sap flowing up, 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 and flowing down, down, down. And so we can be like these trees. So we can honor our bodies, honoring the earth, and tapping into the flow. I'll ring the bell and we're going to sit silently for 15 minutes. Sending everyone blessings today for balance and especially for flow.